We're going to be going over the best NFL free agents post draft, so after the draft. So taking into account all the team needs um, and whatnot, and taking a look at like who fits where on which team. And so yeah, let's just hop right into it. So for number 10, we got Debo Samuel. For me, I think the Falcons are a great fit. They still need a veteran presence in the room, and I think that Debo is a great complement opposite side of London. And I think, like, in my mind, he just fits really well there. And so, yeah, I think if he went there, that'd be really cool. And I think it's a great fit for him. For number 9, tight end David Njoku, I actually think the Chiefs could be a sneaky option here. I think they're a good fit for Njoku. But when it really comes down to it, is he willing to take a pay cut to compete for a Super Bowl? So the Chiefs didn't draft a tight end, which is a need for them. And I think that once Kelsey retires, they could really use Njoku. So what if they signed him to like a 1 year deal this year, and then after Kelsey retires, give him a new deal? So maybe he takes a pay cut for 1 year. I wouldn't really want to see him give him like a big multi-year deal yet, but I think like if he's willing to take a pay cut, like he's not getting signed by other teams, like he doesn't like what he's getting offered, he might as well go where he can compete for a Super Bowl. And so I think that'd be a cool spot for him. I'm not sure. That's probably the least realistic one out of these, but I think he's a great fit. For the guard Joel Bonito, I think that the Giants actually are a good spot for him. And I know they just selected Francis Maui-Noah at pick 10, and I'm not sure if he's going to be a tackle or a guard. But right now, they need a guard. If they end up coming out and saying he's going to play guard, then, I don't think this is the best fit because they drafted one at 10. But in my mind, he was a tackle. So I think for now, until I hear that Maui-Noah is going to be playing guard, I think that Joel Bonito would be a great signing there. They just need a little bit more help with the O-line. For number 7, Stephon Diggs. I actually think the Commanders is a great fit for Diggs. Diggs and Debo, in my mind, are kind of similar. Maybe not in play style, but like the type of player that they are, kind of like an older veteran. And I think Debo worked there pretty well last year. I know they didn't re-sign him. Obviously, you're going to have to watch out for the legal stuff that's going on right now with Stephon Diggs. But I think he could be a really cool addition opposite side Terry McLaurin. And I know you guys just got the Antonio Williams from Clemson, but he's more of a slot guy. And I feel like Diggs plays more on the outside. So I think this would be a great fit for the Commanders. Number 6, Bobby Wagner. I actually have Bobby Wagner. His best fit would be with the Cowboys. And so the Cowboys had a really good draft, in my opinion. Downs was a great pick. I liked Malachi Lawrence, even if some people thought it was a bit early. I think like with the edge rushers, there was a lot of different opinions on those. But one place they really did address was the linebacker position, and specifically the inside linebacker. So I think Bobby Wagner could be a great fit, former All-Pro there. And I just think that with Logan Wilson retiring, you need to get someone who can play that spot, who knows what they're doing. And yes, Bobby Wagner isn't the best in coverage, but he's still a good player, and that's what you need. He'd be an upgrade there. Number 5, QB Aaron Rodgers. This is kind of, I think that his best fit is just going back with the Steelers. I think the Steelers think he's coming back. It's kind of hard to say because I feel like Aaron Rodgers is pretty mysterious there. So we'll have to wait and see. But I think it doesn't really make sense he goes anywhere else. Of course, they just hired McCarthy, former, he used to coach, he was the head coach there in Green Bay for a little bit with Aaron Rodgers. So I just think this is the best pick for him. You may be just saying that it's just going to lead to another mediocre season, but with all the talent on your roster, I feel like you have to give it your best chance to win the Super Bowl, and Aaron Rodgers does that for your team. Edge Joey Bosa. So I think the Cardinals defense, I think the Cardinals are the best fit for Joey Bosa. Their defense was the bigger problem in 2025, and yet the Cardinals spent almost all their picks and premium picks on addressing the offense, which I wasn't really a fan of personally, but nonetheless, they still need a help at edge. And Bosa is one of the best edge free agents still available, so I think the Cardinals are his perfect fit. Close, he gets to play his brother twice a year, so that's kind of interesting. But yeah, the Cardinals, I didn't like their draft. I really didn't. Sorry for Cardinals fans, but Taylor Decker though, I actually think Patriots are a really good fit for him, and I know some Patriots fans might not like this, but I believe that Will Campbell is best at guard. I think he could be like literally one of the best guards in the NFL. So I think that they should slide Will Campbell inside to guard, sign Taylor Decker to be your left tackle, and then when Morgan Moses retires, then have Caleb Lomu start at right tackle. And I think that's the best course of action. I don't know. I know Caleb Lomu was primarily a left tackle in college, but I mean, in my mind, you can really just swap them. Maybe even move Taylor Decker to right tackle and have Caleb Lomu start at left tackle. That's fine. I just think Taylor Decker is already a proven good, like really solid player. Number 2, I got DJ Reader. I actually have the Chargers being the best fit. They are in a win now mode, and I believe they should use some of their cap to go out and shore up the defensive line. DJ Reader had a really good year last year, but he's just a solid player. He's someone you can depend on, and the Chargers just need someone like that in the middle. I think they drafted one in like the 6th round, maybe 5th. But yeah, they just need someone they can slot in right away, get a good rotation in, and yeah, I like DJ Reader to the Chargers. And finally, I have wide receiver Juwan Jennings. His perfect place is the Dolphins, in my mind. Like, I don't even think it's up for debate. For one main reason. Malik Willis has no real number 1 receiver target to throw to. And Juwan Jennings has proven that he can be that player down the stretch, with all the injuries on the 49ers. He's proven that he can be that number 1. So I believe, go out and please, Dolphins, I would love to see this for them. Go out and get actual good talent. Your wide receiver room right now is not good. I like Chris Bell signing. I like it. But, he tore his ACL. I think it was his ACL. He got injured, right? And he probably will miss rookie minicamp, maybe training camp. So you're going to need, Chris Bell is not the answer. Maybe long term it is. But Juwan Jennings and Chris Bell, I think that's a perfect fit. And so, yeah, I'm really, I would really love that pick for them. I think that's a phenomenal place for him to end up at. And yeah, my honorable mention is Tyreek Hill. I don't think Tyreek Hill will get signed until, this is kind of like a hot take, but I don't think he'll get signed until the season starts. That's kind of my prediction. Like, he's still coming off his really bad knee injury, so teams might want to wait to see where he's at. And so I don't think he goes until like the middle of the season. And I think maybe if the Chiefs lose a receiver to injury, I could see them doing it, but if they don't, I don't know that they sign Hill. But yeah, anyways, that's all for the video. If you're enjoying the content, please consider subscribing. Just trying to grow my channel. And yeah, if you like it, please turn on notifications, come back and see if you enjoy it more. But yeah, thank you for watching, and have a good day.